Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. On my channel, we talk about all things business. And if you didn't know, my name is Jade. And in today's video, I want to share with you what 2019 has taught me as a business owner. This video is completely random. I have literally no laptop open, no notes on my phone, no nothing. So I'm just going off my head. If you see this video, it turned out okay, I guess, huh? So I just want to speak on what 2019 has done for me and my business and what I learned and what I like about 2019 and where I want to go in 2020. So starting off, I started my business in 2019. I started my business in March. On March 12th is the day that I launched my business. And if you don't know, I own a lash brand by the name of Lincoln Wink Minx. That is my little baby that I adore so much. So I started my business this year and it's like, wow, I started a business. But not this year, last year, sorry. So I started a business last year. That's so crazy that I'm saying that. But yeah, we're coming up on 1 year. I'm so amazed at everything that has happened. One thing that I have learned about being a business owner is that it takes hard work and dedication. Now, I have owned plenty of businesses in the past, not plenty. I have had like 2 other types of businesses in the past. I have had like a makeup business. It was like one of my first business ventures that I tried to do. And then I also had a clothing boutique. But my lash business is my favorite business of all. And it's the one that I'm just really passionate about and the one that I love the most. So I learned in 2019 that it takes hard work and dedication to be a business owner. I knew that. I heard that. And I don't know, I heard that, but it really didn't like click with me until those days came where I didn't get a sale, or those days came when something went wrong. Those are the days that I was like, holy crap, like this is on me. Like I don't have a manager to go ask, what do I do next? Or like I don't ask anybody any questions because I'm the boss. So it took some real dedication to keep pushing, because like I said, there are days where you don't get sales and you're just like, what am I doing wrong? I'm literally doing everything that I can and I'm still having no sale days. And I had plenty of no sale days in 2019 and I had plenty of like amazing sale days in 2019. But it's like you have to be prepared for those days where you don't get a sale. And that is the days, those are the days where I feel like a lot of people get discouraged, or they feel like this is not for them, or they start to question, why did they go into business? And that's a good question to ask yourself. Ask yourself, why did you go into business? Because you're gonna need that answer to keep you pushing, regardless of what that answer is. For me, I went into business because I wanted to build generational wealth for my family, and eventually I want to be my own boss. I don't want to be tied down to a job making someone else's dreams come true. So my goal is to be a entrepreneur, a full-time serial entrepreneur. And how do you do that? You own multiple businesses and you get to the money, sis. So for me, I have to keep telling myself, like, the end goal is to, you know, like I said, become financially free, become financially stable. That's my end goal. And I can't get there if I'm crying about the days where I don't have an order, you know, like I can't get there by doing that. And really, you just need that push. The second thing I learned is that the customer is not always right. I have worked in retail for a really long time. I worked in customer service since I was 16. If you ever had that fast food job at 16, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say they like try to mold into you that the customer is always right. And it's like, no way, Jose, not in this business. I haven't really had any customer complaints this year. I'm really proud of that. I only had to refund 4 customers this entire year. 2 of them was like legitimate, where the lashes was defective, but then like the other 2 was like, I don't know, sis, but I'm gonna let you slide this time because yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna let you slide this time. So besides those 4 in total, I haven't had any major customer complaints at all. So I'm very thankful for that, but I do know that the customer is not always right. Even if you pay attention on these Instagram pages, if you follow business owners on Instagram, you will see people in their comments like, I ordered on this date, blah 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 blah, and I still haven't got my order. I've seen a lot of that going on Black Friday. Customers sometimes can feel so entitled, and I get it, you're spending your hard-earned money, yes, but at the same time, I'm a human being and I still deserve respect. Now, how you go about how you talk to your customers and what you say to your customers and the way you respond and things like that, that's on you. You can't help how people respond to you, but you can help how you respond to them. Now, this is my thing. If you don't reach out to Fashion Nova, a Gucci, or Neiman Marcus, or Nordstrom Rack, or whoever else, if you don't reach out to them, cursing at them all in their comments, requesting order numbers all in their DMs, talking about where your order is at, don't do that. Hey guys, Future J here. Is it really a video for me if I don't just pop in looking like this? But my third thing that I learned somehow got deleted, but my third thing is that I feel like small business owners don't get the respect that they deserve. I know for me, a couple of times, like, people wanted me to kind of adjust my policies to tailor to them. For instance, as a small business, you know, you want to set those policies so that they're enforced, such as no refunds, you know, or no exchanges after this amount of days, or, you know, policies like that. And I feel like as a small business owner, just because I was small, people would be like, oh, you know, I know you said you can't get, I know you said I can't exchange it if it's open, but I didn't wear the lashes. Can I exchange them? And it's like, no, you can't exchange them. You know, I said you can't exchange them if they're not open. And I feel like a lot of people, they just totally ignore the policy that small business owners have because they feel like we're small businesses. But if you're a small business, or if you have a business right now, learn how to say no in your business. Don't always try to be a people pleaser, because sometimes it takes a no to be firm and for people to give you the respect that you need. So don't be afraid to say no in your business. Now, back to the actual video. The fourth thing I learned is that planning is crucial. You need to plan in a business, or as I should say, I need to plan in my business. There were plenty of days where I would not have Instagram content, and I would have to just come up with Instagram content on the fly. Like, as like on Instagram, I'm like, oh shoot, I need to post today. So then I would just like go find something and post. Now, the good thing is that when I do my little product photo shoots that y'all see in my vlogs and stuff like that, I have a lot of photos in my phone, so it's nothing for me to just click a photo, add a caption, and post it. But that may not be the case sometimes. Sometimes I don't have anything in my phone, so I may have to go make up a quote post on Canva to post. And I don't want to do that in 2020. I do have an Instagram scheduling app, which I talked about in my must-have business apps. And I do use it sometimes, but I'm not consistent with it. And one of my goals for 2020 is to be consistent with it. Although I want to be present when I am, you know, posting on Instagram, I also need like the Autobot to do some of the work as well, such as posting. Now, any comments you get from me is from me and my team. Like, if you ever see a comment on your makeup, if you do makeup or anything like that, that is from me and my team. But as far as posting, sometimes I need an auto post because I do work a 9 to 5. So I am really consumed between 9 to 5. So planning is so crucial to me, because my weekends are really special to me, because again, I work during the week. So I have to take my weekend time and make that the time that I really work and focus on my business. And then, as you know, here I am doing YouTube too. So I do YouTube and have a lash brand, so it can be hard trying to plan for both, but I do want to plan more in 2020. And lastly, the last thing that I learned in 2019 for my business is that people will support who they want to support. And this is not a bad thing, but it is definitely something I had to realize. People, like when I launched my lash brand, I just expected people to support me because they were my friends, or they were my family, or because they knew me, or because they liked me. And like, yeah, that didn't happen Most of my sales are from people that I have never met in my life. They're from all over the United States. They're from California, they're from Texas, they're from New York, they're from all over. These are people that I have never met in my life, and people that I probably see, like, you know, people that I do have in my life, they will go and buy like lashes from somewhere else, and that is totally fine with me. At first I would like stress out about it. I would be like, why, you know, why would you want to not support, you know, somebody that's your friend? And I just quickly learned that some people are gonna shop with who they want to shop with, and that's their personal preference, and I can't get mad at that because that's what I do when I go in the store. When I'm on the toothpaste aisle, I'm like Crest or Colgate. When I'm on the bread aisle, I'm like Nature Own or Sunbeam, okay? So you're gonna shop with who you want to shop with, and those are things as business owners we can't let affect us, because we still have to make these coins for the people that do want to shop with us. So that is definitely something that you should keep in mind if you're going to start your business in 2020. Now, that wraps up my goals for 2019. In 2020, I really do want to expand and grow as a business. So I want to know, what is your word of the year? So in my business, my word for 2020 is growth. So growth, expand, words like that, but the main word is growth, because I want to see growth in my YouTube and I want to see growth in my lash business, and that is my word of the year. So leave me a comment down below what's your word of the year. And really, that's all 2020 is about to me, is growth, and it's not in my plans, it's on God's plan. So I really didn't have like this huge long goal sheet for the year. I'm following God this year and wherever he tells me to go and where he wants me to be, so I really haven't done like a plan or anything major, but I do want to grow. So I hope when I come back in 2020, I hope when I come back in 2021, God willing that I'm still here, I will have a new update for y'all on what I learned in 2021. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was really random, really on the fly, but I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.